I have a confession. I want a clean house. I just don't want to actually clean it. And if you're here, I'm guessing you probably feel the same way. So why don't we just cut the act and stop pretending like we're actually going to spend our weekends deep cleaning and start talking real life hacks that don't require us to give up our Netflix. Because when season 5 of Stranger Things drops, I'm doing nothing that week. I got 2 words for you, honey. DoorDash. Okay, so in this video, I'm sharing 10 lazy cleaning habits that'll help you keep your home clean with the least amount of effort humanly possible. If you're type A, get the heck out of here. This video is for my type Bs. My barely get buying but boldly be trying. What would those type As do without us? Who knows? They're too busy color coding their cleaning supplies. Okay, let's get into the first lazy habit for a clean home. Do you see this container of wet wipes? These aren't just for cleaning a baby's butt. These wipes are your secret weapon. Watcha! But for real, this is your go-to hack for a bathroom that stays clean without much effort at all. You can put them in a drawer or on a shelf or somewhere near the sink. And then, after you wash your hands, if you notice the sink's a little gross, just grab a wipe and give it a quick once-over. No need to run around looking for the spray bottle. Where's the paper towels? These wipes are already wet and ready to go, making it quick and almost thoughtless. You don't even need to consider if it's worth it to take the time to wipe down the sink, because it literally takes so quick that by the time you be done considering the decision, bam! Sink clean. And you can also keep a container of Clorox wipes right behind the toilet with the same idea in mind. After you're done using it, if you notice it's dirty, just grab a wipe and clean it in seconds. Honestly, it's barely any extra effort. And if you continue to do this regularly, then your bathroom will stay clean without ever feeling like you spent any real time cleaning or wasted even a minute of your very precious time. Because nobody likes to lose time to cleaning. Nobody. The next lazy habit on my list for a clean home is to keep a bin or basket at the top of the stairs and at the bottom. How often do we just leave things on the stairs to remind ourselves to take them up or down? And then because of it, our stairs become an obstacle course that only gets harder as time passes, because you know the people you live with aren't getting the hint. Just take it upstairs! Sorry. So instead of constantly having stuff crowding our stairs, making our homes look messy, what if you grabbed a container or a basket, spent all week filling it instead of filling your stairs, and then dedicated 1 day per week to emptying the basket? And you could even add it to your calendar. Saturdays are basket emptying day. 1 for you, 1 for your spouse. That way we can at least keep our stairs clean with the least amount of effort possible. As long as you take the time to empty it on a weekly basis. That's the only way it can work. All right, the next lazy habit to keep your home clean is to use a broom. Okay, so I think this is something you learn when you have more than 1 kid, and it is so ridiculous, but so helpful. So listen up. When your floor is scattered in toys and you are walking around, bending down, picking up, bending down, picking up, doing that motion repeatedly, it's exhausting. There's nothing that's going to tire you out faster than having to bend down and back up 30 times in a row. So stop. Just grab a broom. Literally sweep the toys into a big pile. I don't know about your house, but the toys in my house, they get everywhere, in every corner. I've got some in the dining room, some in the kitchen, even in the bathroom. So when I started using a broom, I realized, oh my goodness, I only have to bend over once. Sweep, 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 sweep. Pick it all up. Done. Now, of course, you have to put them away. So if you have your toys stored in different areas of the home, then just throw it all in a big basket, and then you can put them away from there. And not only does this make the cleanup less tiring, but it also makes it go by quicker. Seriously, you just gotta try it. Yes, your family may look at you funny, but if they do, you just use your secret weapon, whatcha! Okay.
Sorry. Again.
The next lazy habit for a clean home is to keep a cardboard box in your closet for donations. And make room for a nice big one too. Because how many times in our day-to-day do we find things that we would be happy to donate and get out of our house? But instead we just throw it back into the drawer because we don't feel like running to the car or the basement or wherever. But if you keep a box in your closet, then that's going to make it easy for you to get rid of things. And the more stuff you can get out of your home, the stuff you don't even use or even like anymore, the cleaner your home is going to be. It all comes down to simple math. Less stuff equals more space and less mess. Because let's be honest, it's not the crumbs on the floor or the dust on your dresser that makes your home feel chaotic. It's the stuff. If your surfaces are clear, your home instantly looks cleaner. Even if you haven't mopped in like 2 months. But when you've got too much stuff, nothing has a home. And that's when things start getting shoved into corners and stacked on counters. And that's why a donation box in your closet can really help you clear things out because it makes it easy. And anything in life that you can make easier is more likely to actually lead to change. But before you go putting a box in your closet, just make sure it's a cardboard box. Because going back to making things easy, if it's cardboard, then when it gets full, you can simply just take it out and put it in your car. Now, speaking of making things easy, did you know how easy it is to subscribe to my channel? Yeah, all you do is click the button below that says subscribe, and it's free. And hey, I'm not going to make you do it, okay? You don't have to if you don't want to. But if you don't... All right, the next lazy habit to clean your home is to start introducing 2-minute family tidies. You know how long 2 minutes is? It's like nothing. Anyone could spare 2 lousy minutes of their day without feeling like they've lost much time at all. So let's talk about this 2-minute family tidy. How many people do you have in your family? 4? 5? Well, if you have 4 people and everyone pitches in for 2 minutes, that's 8 minutes of tidying. If you have 6 people, that's 12 minutes of tidying. If your whole family can pitch in every night and tidy together for just 2 minutes, making this just a part of the nightly routine, that's going to add up. And you're probably going to be able to get your entire living room picked up without feeling like you've sacrificed any time. You could make it an after-dinner task. No one plays video games or watches TV until the 2-minute tidy is done. It's not like you're asking for much, How can they complain about such a short amount of time? Well, they certainly will. But you just tell them that if they complain, then you're going to play Beethoven at 100 volume until the job is done. Don't mess with mom. The next lazy habit that will make a huge impact on your home is getting into the habit of never leaving a room empty-handed. There is always something that needs to be brought to the kitchen, or to the bedroom, or to the basement. So if you're leaving one room to go to another, then you might as well take a quick glance around to see if there's anything you can take with you. It literally takes no extra effort to grab something as you walk by it. And how often are you walking from room to room throughout the day? All the time, right? Imagine if you did this every time you left a room. The impact it could make without even trying. This is the ultimate lazy hack for surface clutter. So next time you leave a room, be thinking about what you can take with you. You'll be amazed at the difference it can make throughout the course of the week. Okay, moving on to the next lazy habit that can help you with your mountains of laundry. Oh, laundry. It never ends, right? But I bet you could have less laundry if you just introduce this simple habit, the smell test. What if our laundry is out of control because we're washing things that don't even need to be washed? Let me tell you a secret. You can wear clothes more than once before washing them, as long as they pass the smell test. I mean, how often are we just throwing clothes into the basket because we wore them for one day? But are they actually dirty? And this depends on the person. Some people do need to wash their clothes every day, and that's totally okay. But not everyone has to. Even my 7-year-old sometimes wears a pair of jeans more than once. On those really chill days, when maybe it's raining out so we just stay in and watch movies, his jeans don't always get dirty or smelly. So instead of throwing them into the laundry after just one wear, I save them and I put them right back into his drawer. And this saves me from having to wash something that's already clean, freeing up room in my laundry basket and ultimately giving me more time in my week. Oh, and what about your bath towels? Are you reusing them? Because you can save so much laundry just by reusing your towels throughout the week. There's no reason why you need a new towel every day just to dry off. Just hang them to dry and use them again tomorrow. Now, of course, if something smells off or gets stained, put it in the laundry. This habit isn't about skipping hygiene, it's just about cutting down on washing things unnecessarily. All right, moving on to the next lazy habit for a cleaner home, which is to declare one surface officially off limits. Let me explain. We all have hot spots in our house, right? Those spots in our home where clutter magically appears out of nowhere. We're talking kitchen counters, end tables, sideboards, the entryway bench. This is where clutter likes to form. I have about 4 of these spots just in the downstairs of my home, and they make my house look way messier than it actually is. Now here's the thing. You're probably not going to stop hot spots from happening. Expecting your family to never put anything down anywhere, it's just unrealistic. It's not going to happen. So instead of trying to make the impossible possible, I want you to rather just pick one spot, specifically the one that bothers you the most, and declare it off limits. That's your do not clutter zone. Or mom will play Beethoven and you tell your family, hey, you can still set your stuff down, but it better not be right here. And when you say it, make sure you're holding a meat tenderizer and nobody will mess with you. Okay? I'm just joking. Violence is not the answer here. Unless somebody puts something on your off-limits surface. You hear me? Okay, so I know this rule may seem silly to enforce, but having that one surface clear, it's going to make you feel better. Yeah, the other spots will get covered in stuff and be cluttered, but at least this one spot stays clear. And that little bit of order, it gives you just a little more peace. One less thing to clean, one space that feels calm. Sometimes that's all it takes to feel like your home isn't totally out of control. All right, moving on to the next lazy habit. This one's really simple. Next time you go to make the bed, tuck in the blanket at the bottom, right under your mattress, because this is going to make it so much easier to reset your bed later, especially in your kids' rooms, because then your kids can have an easier time making the bed too. And what I love about this is that when the comforter and sheet are tucked in the bottom, all it takes to make it look neat again is one quick pull. It's something even a preschooler can handle, which means you don't have to make their beds anymore. Now, I don't do this for my bed personally because I prefer to kick the sheets up under my legs when I'm sleeping, but I found it to work so great for the kids' rooms. So next time you go to make their beds or yours, tuck in the sheets and making the bed will become painless. And the last lazy habit to help you clean your home when you really, really, really don't want to, just play your favorite song and commit to cleaning only until that song is over. I mean, how long is a song? Most of them run about 3 minutes. So when you're having a hard day where you feel overly exhausted and you just want to sit down and be done for the night, just take 3 quick minutes, play your favorite song, clean as fast as you can, and when that song is over, just be done. It's okay. Sometimes that's all we've got to give, and that's enough. And hey, playing that song you really loved might just give you enough energy to keep going a little longer. It's amazing the effect music can have on us. But if not, well, then at least you got something done, and that's still a win. Now, if you thought this video had some good lazy cleaning hacks, just wait until you see the next one. Click here for 15 more habits that'll make your home look clean without actually trying harder. And I'll see you in a minute.